Yes, my people. Hey, almost as October ending, they approach, and at this month, now FBI thought say they want to release Tinubu records where they get with them. Listen to what Tinubu do yesterday. When I tell and I say, in short, man, not talk too much. I also I remember saying that this same method, now he apply when Article 1 getting records for US. He don't gather lawyers, make file case to take stop FBI from releasing those records. But I go read the full details for that so now if you understand what they go on. So listen, let me read it for you to understand. It says Bola Tinubu moves to block FBI, CIA, and other US agencies from releasing confidential files as October ending deadline looms. President Bola Tinubu is in yet another scramble to block records relating to him from being disclosed by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Central Intelligence Agency, and other United States services. Excuse me. Now he said, court filings seen by People Gazette showed Mr. Tinubu's lawyers in the US have filed motions to appear in an ongoing Freedom of Information action brought against the US organizations where records that may help answer questions about the president's real identity and decades-long endeavors are domiciled. Christopher Carmichael, of course, the same lawyer he used in Chicago State Court, Christopher Carmichael, one of the lawyers who represented Mr. Tinubu in the recent Chicago Records case, filed the motion dated October 18, 2023, stating that he was a lawyer in good standing to appear in the case in the FOIA lawsuit underway in Washington, D.C. Filings said. Now, I'm going to jump some steps so you can get the real details here. And I said, what informed Mr. Tinubu's expectations that he could block U.S. agencies from complying with federal disclosure regulations remain unclear. Mr. Kamike did not immediately return a request seeking comments, and the president's lead lawyer in the U.S., Oluwole Afolabi, told the Gazette he could not comment on the case until it has officially commenced. The lawyer would work to file a full argument soonest in order to stand a chance of being able to argue any reliefs before the October 31st deadline. Mr. Tinubu was alerted to the lawsuit when the Gazette reported on September 11 that the FBI agreed to turn over 2,500 pages of response information on the Nigerian leader. The president was previously investigated for narcotics trafficking in the U.S. in the 1990s, during which he was compelled to forfeit $460,000 via a federal court order in Chicago. The FBI said it was planning to release the records before the end of October to Aaron Greenspan, the proprietor of Plain Sites, a website that pushes anti-corruption and transparency in public services, the Gazette reported. Several other U.S. institutions, including the U.S. State Department, Internal Revenue Service, and Drug Enforcement Administration, have all indicated readiness to turn over thousands of pages of Bola Tinubu's Tinubu-related records. Mr. Tinubu's move came 2 weeks after he lost a fierce battle to block a federal court in Chicago from releasing his academic records to Atiku Abubakar, his main political rival in Nigeria. The school ultimately released the records, which showed that a certain Bola Tinubu was admitted into the school in 1977. Still, the school said it only assumed, based on cursory look at records, that its former student was the Nigerian president, but also said under oath that it could not authenticate the certificate he used to run for the office in Nigeria in June 2022. So, People Gazette, like I've always told you, that People Gazette has, I don't know how they do it, but they are very, I know a lot of people come and say fake news. I will just look now. Channels arise, all of them will not say anything yet until when the matter don't serious. For now, people go find a shout, now lie, where you see the information. Now, People Gazette, if it is a fake news, don't worry. Now, only time you go take, you go clear. I don't need to shout, but at least I don't see many reports which should say truly the case there on ground. And before I can't even report, and this thing was reported yesterday, but before I can report, I had to go and do my own findings to be sure that yes, truly there is a case, and definitely, actually, there is a case. Another thing I want people to know is that FBI could have all different kind of records regarding a person, an individual. FBI takes records of everything that anybody does in the US. For example, when Abakari and Ray. That's what's his name? What's the popular name? Raymond now. A Hush Puppy, right? When they colluded his record with Abakari, they released records showing both their WhatsApp conversation and everything that show that truly this guy is involved in this illegal money transaction whatsoever. The Nigerian government umbrellaed Abakari to prevent him from being repatriated to the US. Yes, so FBI could have all kinds of records of an individual. Could be your conversations. The record could see FBI can, if FBI have interest in you, and they don't just keep records of people until they get interest in the person. So if they have interest in you, they will keep your records, everything you do, all your conversations. You would think they don't know, but they know. They're only waiting for the right time to strike you. And just like the case of Hush Puppy, when they started releasing documents, they released over how many thousand documents, pages, files of documents. So it was like, how long have they been tracing this guy? So they follow you from, they will just leave you. They will just leave you like you don't, but they are keeping your records. So it takes a team to get to draw the attention of the FBI on you. And when you draw it, they will track you, they will continue to track you and keep your records, document it until the day they are ready or that they are fully provoked to launch attack on you or to launch a manhunt. That's the day they will start releasing those records. So if FBI have complied to release these records without launching a manhunt on Tinubu, I can't really say exactly what the record will contain, because ordinarily they would have made a move if the record is that's the person. They would have made a move to use it and come after the person or declare the person wanted or something like that. But let's wait and see. Let me not preempt what the outcome will be. Let's watch and see.